Do you recognize this melody? Today is a very special stream. Today is all about this melody. Well, not only about this melody, but today's stream is about the Wind Waker. Pug Party Productions is here. Hello, Pug Party Productions. Aaron Nix, such a good track. Yes, exactly. And it's a 20-year-old track. It's a 20-year-old soundtrack. I think it was last month that Wind Waker completed 20 years. Hey Gail, how are you doing, man? So, something very interesting has been happening in my channel. Hello Yasser. And as some of you guys know, my favorite game series of all time is Zelda. And I've tried to talk about Zelda in this channel many times, but the videos have mostly flopped. But something interesting has been happening. Hello Garlic, how are you doing, man? Yeah, it's been out for 20 years. Something interesting has been happening. A very old Zelda video that I've done 2 years ago. For some reason, I didn't do anything. For some reason, all by itself, it's blowing up now. That video. It's the tier list that I did of all the Zelda soundtracks. Hello Dragonclaw. Hello Penrose. Max Calderon. Scrab Frab. Yeah, so that video is blowing up for some reason. So I am taking this as an opportunity to talk more about Zelda in this channel. There's a lot of people coming in from that video. A lot of people are subscribing. So yeah, I am taking this. Yeah, it's all about timing sometimes. Yes, exactly. Nova Sage, Lillian, Kirby, Cold Stripe, Clementine, Certain Oddities. Hooray, Zelda! Oh, you saw that? You saw that video blowing up. Kirby. Yeah, it's interesting, right? So sometimes these videos just start blowing up out of nowhere. Hey Davi, first time catching you live. Cool. Welcome, Dreaming. Welcome, welcome. So, yeah. Look, check this out. I have the check this out. I'm a great magician. 1, 2, 3. I have the soundtrack here. It's 2.5 hours. So should we start? It's a long soundtrack. Should we start, guys? Yak Zero. Hi, Yak Zero. Yes, Witchcraft. Should we start? I think the first track it's the title screen. Oh, that title screen is magic. The Stargazer, Rocky R. Saints. Rocky R. Saints says, I have a huge soft spot for Wind Waker. Looking forward to this. Wind Waker is my favorite game of all time. Wind Waker feels timeless. The soundtrack is so good and the art style all fits so nicely. Yeah, so I think I'm gonna start. There's the menu selection, legendary hero. This is very good too. This is the intro track when they tell you the story. Outset Island is so good. So I'm gonna start. Let's go, guys. 1, 2, 3. So good. Jesus. Nostalgia.mp3. I have to... So good. I have to polish myself not to whistle through the whole soundtrack. I love whistling Zelda songs. I used to sit on the title screen just for this song. Yeah, me too. Oh, it's over already. And the camera would pan through Outset Island. And this is the classic, right? File selection. This track is pretty much in all Zelda games. Put it again! You know what? I'll put it again. This track is too good. It's too good. My friends play this at their wedding. Which one? This one? Or the file select one? Yeah, I always thought it was too short. And Clementine says you didn't have to. But yeah, it's very short though. And it's so good. Ah, so this one, your friend played this at their wedding. And MacFinn says hello. Hello, MacFinn. Cool. And these melodies will show up again. This is like the main theme of the game, so fragments of this will keep showing up during the soundtrack. Yeah, exactly. Golden Resonance says, can't wait for the extended version with the credits. Aside from that, there's also the sages. The sages play these melodies. I forgot the name. Of the girl, the Rito girl, the bird girl. I forgot her name. She plays it on the harp, and the Korok guy plays it on the violin as well. Later on in the game. Medley and Makar, exactly. Jesus, it's my favorite game of all time, and I forgot their names. Hey Davi. I love you, buddy, and thank you for making my day and always giving really cool music info. Cool. Thanks, John. Thank you for saying that. This one's very good as well. I used to play this one all the time. So good. I used to play this one on the piano when I was learning. I remember there being a remake of this one being used in all Zelda fan material on classic YouTube. I feel like this game, Wind Waker, reminds me a lot of classic YouTube as well, because it was around that time, right? YouTube came up at like 2004 or something, and this game is 2002. And I believe this is the only, as far as I can remember, this is the only rendition of the classic Zelda theme in this soundtrack. There are other references to it, but not this clear. Then Ganon comes back, right? and the gods flood the land. So good. And yeah, it gets really dark here towards the end because it's telling about the gods flooding the land because Ganon came back, and now it gets happy again. This melody is so good, and I think it doesn't appear again in the game. And certain oddities says, I like to think that it's more related to the Ocarina of Time link that is being referenced in the opening. That's true. It's a direct reference to Ocarina of Time. And after this is Outset Island, which is one of my favorites as well. And Rocky says, I remember it's called Ancient Hero. Oh, it's OC Remix. There's some great stuff in OC Remix. Get ready! Something that a lot of people don't realize is that this is based on Kokiri Forest from Ocarina of Time. Oi! Exactly. Oi! Your sister running around calling for you. I always thought the lower wind instruments sounded like pig grunts. That's appropriate, right? Great memories of throwing pigs off the cliffs. What a melody. And Marco Meatball is here. King David just stopping by and saying hi. Hey Marco, thank you for stopping by. We're celebrating the 20th anniversary of this amazing game. See, I don't know if I'll be able to come back here because this is a 2-hour video. But that melody that just played there, this is Kokiri Forest. Is the melody from Kokiri Forest. Check this out. Oh, it went back too much, but it's right now. Remember from Ocarina of Time? Yeah, the melody. And Friend Show says, yo, I actually started playing Wind Waker again yesterday. And someone said something in Japanese here. My Japanese is not very good, but he said, Konnichiwa, Wind Waker ni Subarashi Soundtrack ga arimasu. I think he said that the soundtrack of Wind Waker is amazing. Oh, the Bundis says the JNL keys will jump back and forward 10 seconds in YouTube video. Wow! I didn't know that. Cool. Yeah, and this track as well is a Ocarina of Time track. And certain oddity says, I actually learned that for the first time from that video you did ranking the Zelda games. Yeah, I said that in that video. David, do you speak Japanese? I'm learning. I don't know a lot yet. Oh, this is the... What is this? Oh, this is inside the guy that gives you... Inside the house of the guy that gives you the sword. Yeah, it's Orca. He gives you the sword, and also he teaches you new sword techniques. Stargazer says, I really need to play Wind Waker. Seems like a great game. It is a great game. It's my favorite game. Period. In Windfall, there's a pig that farts when you are holding it. I always called it Pooty Pig. I have such strong memories with Wind Waker, this Zelda, and my birthday have always been a weird thing. Yeah, I remember that pig. And this is when you're practicing. This is when you're practicing the sword with Orca. And it's so cool that in this game the sword hits do you guys remember this? The sword hits during combat are like musical. They are musical notes that complement the music. Oh, and this is Beetle, the shop. And this is another track that is based off of Ocarina of Time. It's not exactly the same, but it's based off off of the shop of Ocarina of Time as well. And Rocky says, kinda hoping they released it for Switch. Yeah, me too. I've been waiting for that. João Marques says, hello Davi, greetings from Brazil. Greetings, João Marques. Thank you for stopping by. Dragon Claw says, hello Davi Vasco, how are you doing today? Would you consider doing a video on the Toho OST? There's a lot of songs to analyze. A lot of people have recommended that. Thank you! Yes, certain oddities. Beatles. Yeah. Thank you! I remember that. Our Lord and Savior Beetle. What is this? Oh. This is when this is when the bird comes in and kidnaps your sister. This is your sister falling in the forest. So cool. You can tell what's happening just by listening to the music. Yeah, Helma Rock showing up. Do you like anime OSTs? Yes, I do like it. Isn't Beetle in Breath of the Wild as well? Yes, he is. Man, screw that bird so hard. Yeah, man, it's so hard seeing your sister getting kidnapped in the game. I feel like they did that very well, because you have no reason to care too much about her because you just met her like 5 seconds ago, but for some reason it feels very anxiety inducing to see your sister getting taken away. And this is when you find Tetra in the forest. And Slow Bro Dragon says, I love you. Thank you. Atreus Ninja says, hello everyone. Hello. Atreus Ninja. This is the generic battle theme, right? And Shamaklate says, I love you too, especially your gestures, my gestures. Davi, have you watched the anime Trigun? The anime Trigun? Yes, I have. Yeah, so in the game, they time these hits with your sword hits. It's very cool. And Chuck Strong says, hello everyone, I just finished watching the Monster Hunter flagship tier list. Awesome video, super fun to watch. Thank you for all the content. Thank you, Chuck Strong, for stopping by. So here for the soundtrack for the album, seems like they're just playing around with the sword hits, with the kind of notes that would play when you would hit your sword. This is when you find Tetra. This game has my favorite version of the Link to the Past castle theme. So calm and regal. Yeah, when you visit the castle and everything is frozen, right? Underwater. Will you ever listen to Hunter x Hunter soundtracks? In this channel, probably not, because this channel is about game music, video game music. Oh. What is this? This is your sister being kidnapped. You know, something I think maybe I noticed this before, but I forgot. They use a version of Zelda's Lullaby as your sister's theme, I think. Because this is your sister being kidnapped, and they used the it's not exactly Zelda's lullaby, but it's a version of it. See? It's interesting that they use this as your sister's theme and not as Tetra's theme. I remember watching my brother play this as he beat the game in a week so he could return the game back to a friend. Yes. Those were the times. Oh. This is heartbreaking. This is your grandma's song. No, grandma. No. Imagine telling your grandma that your sister has been kidnapped. This is what this song is about. Poor grandma. And oh, and certain artist says because she's like Zelda enough to the point the bird mistook her for Zelda. That's true. That's a great point. So her theme is almost like Zelda's lullaby. That's a great point. And this track, I don't know what the source is for this information, but this, for some reason, this seems to be common sense. Like everybody says this, but it seems like this grandma track is the only track that Koji Kondo actually composed for this game. The other tracks, most of the other tracks were composed by the other Zelda composers. This was the first major Zelda game that had very, very little involvement from Koji Kondo in the music. Oh, and this is Link leaving to save his sister. Yeah, departure. He's leaving with the pirates. Goodbye, Grandma. Yeah, Link doing this. Bye-bye, Grandma. It's so cool how these songs conjure the images of the game. Aphrodita says it could also be to subvert expectations, make you subconsciously think she's Zelda before the reveal. Oh, this is great. This is one of my favorites. The pirate theme. And Xavier says, will you react to the soundtracks of the Metroid Prime series? Actually, yes. Very soon, actually. These pirates, this is, speaking of subverting expectations, these pirates to me were a big subversion of expectations, because these pirates are so goofy and not at all what you would expect from pirates. Metroid Prime, can't wait! Yeah, someone suggested it on Patreon, so it's probably, if not the next video, it's probably the one after that. Yeah, they're just a bunch of goofballs. Oh, and this is Forsaken Fortress. Oh no. This is still Pirates. Yeah, this is Pirates. Next up is Forsaken Fortress. And I remember this part of the game being very frustrating because you have to do a bunch of chores for that one pirate guy. May I ask, do you know or like Divinity Original Sin 2 music? I don't know about it. I've never heard it. Yeah, Below Decks with Nico. Exactly. My favorite boss theme is Runda's from Metroid Prime 3 Corruption. Well, you are in luck then, because just a little secret just for the 70 people that are watching now. A little secret. Runda's theme is actually the theme from Metroid Prime 3 that I'm gonna make a video on soon. Shh, it's a secret. Feels bad I know nothing about Zelda. It's a great series. So this is Forsaken Fortress. Wind Waker is my favorite game after Undertale. It's my favorite game after nothing. It's just my favorite game. The 25th anniversary had this pirate theme really nicely performed on bass clarinet, I remember. That was around the time when Skyward Sword came out. And the Forsaken Fortress was a little frustrating to me. It still is every time I play this game. You have to go back to it like... Oh, what is this? I don't remember this. This is clearly a cutscene, but I don't remember. Bird? I think the bird only shows up on the second time you go into the Forsaken Fortress. The first time you go, you don't meet the bird, I think. The time the guards are about to catch you. Oh, could be. Oh, that's what it is. I think it's when you get launched and lose your sword. That's it. I think that's it. Yeah, the barrel launch scene. Exactly. And the Stargazer asks, do you know Outer Wilds? The OST is stunning. You guys are guessing all my videos. How are you doing this? Someone suggested Outer Wilds on Patreon as well. Actually, Outer Wilds won a poll in Patreon. So it's gonna be one of the next videos as well. Yeah, and this is when you actually are playing, you're going around the Forsaken Fortress. Will you eventually listen to the Twilight Princess soundtrack? That would be fun. Have you thought about reviewing Ori and the Blind Forest OST? I have already done one track. If you look it up on my channel, you'll find it. Yeah, after a coin flip, the Outer Wilds soundtrack on Patreon, it kept tying, we do polls on Patreon, and it kept tying over and over with Ori, and I ended up doing a coin flip, and Outer Wilds won. Oh. I think this is when you... Solid Link. Yeah, there's a lot of stealth. Wind Waker's Peak. And Sandy says, hello. Hello, Sandy. Mighty Mina says, yo, what up, peeps? Yo, hello, Mighty Mina. I got my vowels mixed up. So I'm kind of lost here. Let me see. This is... Oh, so we're back at the pirate ship. Yeah, it sounds like it. Every second that passes, Dragon Roost Island gets closer and closer. That's true. Oh, it's the Red Lion. Because here it says rendezvous with the ship. The ship here it's the King of Red Lions, right? It's just that we don't know his name yet. The King of Red Lions finds us at the ocean and he brings us to Windfall, right? Wind Waker is such a good game. Yes. And Mad Tom says, hi everyone. Hi Mad Tom. It's cool listening to the soundtrack like this because there's a lot of tracks like this that you never pay attention to in the game. Like I never stop to pay attention to the track that plays while you're talking to the King of Red Lions. Wind Waker is the only Zelda game I can think of that the King of Hyrule takes an active role in the adventure. In Breath of the Wild, he participates a little as well. And this is Windfall. And this is loosely, very loosely based on Kakariko Village. Did you guys hear? This is the melody from Kakariko Village. Kakariko Village is... Remember? I spent so much time in this town. I think this is the town that has the most content. So you just spend a lot of time here. There's a ton of quests. Yeah, happy vibes. And again, this is just Kakariko Village, this melody here as well. It's a happy Kakariko Village, yes. Oh, it's over already. Come on. Let's go again. It's too short. For such a big part of the game, we have to listen to it again. Wind Waker was actually the first Zelda game I played. This takes me back. And Signa8 says, this is why I like your content. I'm completely blind to these motifs until you point them out. Yeah, I noticed a lot of this stuff. The goat is streaming! Are you calling me a goat? Where's the instrument playing the melody at the beginning? It seems to be some kind of... this, right? This. I don't know. It's obviously some kind of stringed instrument. Maybe some kind of lute or something like that. Yeah, I know. Amira Khan says, GOAT greatest of all time. Yeah, it was a joke. And Dante's here. Hello, Dante. Yeah, Outset has Kokiri Forest motifs. Yes. And Milano says, still waiting for the Wind Waker Switch port. At this point, I'm not even sure it's gonna happen. Because this was... 2022 was the 35th anniversary of Zelda and like nothing happened. This was the perfect occasion to get those games and we didn't get it. And Nicholas says, hi from Switzerland. Hi, Nicholas. What is this? Zunari store. Wow, I do not remember this. And this is the... Oh, next up is the ocean. Now it's the ocean. This is great. This is a great track. This one, I have such a history with this track. And Julia, my wife, is here. Hey Julia, I love you. And this is an arrangement of the main Zelda theme. So the main Zelda theme is ba 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 da da da, and this is ba ba da ba ba da 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 da. It's almost the same thing. So it's like an arrangement, because the main Zelda theme, the main Zelda melody, was the overworld theme for the first game and for A Link to the Past, right? So they're doing the same thing here, but they're kind of changing it a little bit. It doesn't sound like exactly like the main theme, but the motif is there. Such a majestic theme, yes. See? When I was starting to learn music production, and this was... I already liked this game. This game was not brand new back then. It must have been like 2008 or 2007 when I was starting to learn music production. I would transcribe this song. I would recreate this song in music software. I remember trying to recreate this song. Honestly, no other song gives a sense of adventure like this one. And Dante asks, do you still have it saved? No. It probably sounded like garbage anyway. But it's very old, it's like from 2007. And this is a pretty long song, which is a wise thing to do because you spend a lot of time in the sea. This is a very long loop. It keeps changing. That's very good because you never get sick of it. Very good. Like I every time one of these songs ends, I have the urge to play it again, but we can't keep doing that. Otherwise, we're gonna be here for like 5 hours. And Precision says they could have cut down on the sailing length. That was a technical limitation from the GameCube. Because there's no loading, like it's a true open world. And back in 2002, that was insane. So the way the islands are very spaced out, it's meant to give the GameCube time to load, you know, the islands. And the speed at which the boat goes as well, it's limited by the GameCube. It was a very ahead of its time kind of game. There were no open world games in that scale back then. And Froggy's here. Hey Froggy, how are you doing? And this is combat in the sea. Where are we? Okay, ocean. Yeah, maritime battle. This is where we are. Are you hyped for Tears of the Kingdom? Yes, very, very much so. It's my most anticipated game for this year. Will you listen to the OST of Octopath Traveler? Yes, that would be cool. I've never played Octopath Traveler, but I know the soundtrack because I worked on a gig once for a developer, and the developer asked me to listen to Octopath. Oh, this is against the squids, the big squids, right? Man, this was crazy. And Froggy says, I'm good. A bit of a tooth trouble this week, but all good now. Oh, wow. Tooth troubles suck. I hope you're doing well, man. Yeah, speaking of Octo. Exactly. Yeah, squid time. I'd love to see you break down some of the scores for the temple themes from different 3D Zelda games. Would you ever consider doing a series like that? I mean, I would love to. I'm not sure anyone but you and me would be interested in that. I would definitely be interested in it. But I'm not sure temple themes are the most interesting thing for other people that are not music nerds like you and me. Oh, and Precision says, I would be interested. Nova Sedge says, I would be interested. Everyone says, I would be interested. Okay, so well, I guess it's interesting. This is when you get chests from the sea. Oh, and we're gonna get all the jingles now. Oh, whoa! Dragon Roost! This is so good. There's something interesting about this song. I don't know if you guys will be able to hear, but there's a bass, there's an upright bass playing. This bass is not in the game. It's only in the soundtrack. For some reason. Yeah, you hear that bass, right? It's only on the soundtrack. It's not in the actual game. This is so good. This one we have to play again, right? This one we're gonna play again. Come on, we have to play this one again. Wait, what? No. No. Yes. Yeah, composing this song. The guy was on fire. And this, I believe this is Toru Minegishi. There's something very weird with Zelda composers. No one knows the name of any Zelda composer except for Koji Kondo. And by this time in 2002, Koji Kondo was barely composing for Zelda anymore. And the main guy, the leading guy in Zelda at this time was Toru Minegishi, which is a fucking legendary. I even cursed, I don't usually curse, but he's so legendary. And no one knows his name. He's a legendary guy in Nintendo. He did a ton of Zelda, a ton of Mario, and nowadays he's mostly involved with Splatoon. And LJ says, OMG, I get to join the V stream. Welcome, LG. And you can... It's over already. It's so quick. You can really feel the Zelda soundtracks kind of changing from the Koji Kondo era to the Minegishi era. Splatoon has some good tracks. Yeah, Toru also did Splatoon. Yes, that's true. A curse on my Christian Minecraft server. How dare you? Like, I have no problem cursing. I have no problem doing it. I just don't do it very often. So when I do it, I really mean it. No, not Kondo. Kondo does not compose Splatoon music. It's Toru Minegishi. Toru Minegishi, which also was one of the main guys composing for this game. And this is the dungeon, right? It's the Dragon Roost Cavern, yes. This track's so creepy. It's very atmospheric. They leave a lot of room for you to think. There's not a lot of distracting melodies. Man, I want to play this game again. And this is mini boss. What's the mini boss in this? I don't remember. I don't remember what the mini boss is in this. I remember the boss. Toru Minegishi is the man, absolutely. Oh, it's a moblin. Oh, that's true. Oh, yeah. It's not really a mini boss. It's like just a bunch of moblins. I remember now. Be ready for the sword musical effects on the loop. Will they do it here? They definitely did it. Oh. Yeah, here it is. I love how they play around with these sword hits in the soundtrack. Okay, so now is the actual boss. And I remember the boss. It's like an insect. Oh. This is game over. Now it's the boss. You have to swing from the tail of the dragon, Valu. From the tail of Valu. I committed the entire Triforce quest and dungeons to memory. Good times of this game. And RC Speedy says you should do a stream playing this game. I'd watch it. I would love to stream Zelda. That would be a ton of fun. Yeah, I would love that. I'm especially remembering now, hearing the music, that this boss made my skin crawl. And this boss is not very difficult, but at this point you have like 3 hearts. So it becomes kind of difficult because of that. This game is only semi-tough in hero mode. Normal mode is only somewhat tough if you don't know the Triforce quest. Yeah, this is a time where Zelda games were becoming pretty easy. But hero mode is only on the HD remaster, right? The original one on GameCube didn't have hero mode, I don't think. Oh, now it's the second half of the battle. This track got a huge improvement in the HD remaster. It's crazy how hard it is to avoid Zelda. I really didn't own any Nintendo consoles outside of Game Boys and DS's, and I played at least 4 Zelda titles. Yeah, it's so influential. They both... So Vaporsmith says they both have a hero mode. I don't think the GameCube one has hero mode. The GameCube one has a New Game Plus of sorts, but it doesn't increase the difficulty, I don't think. Yeah, exactly. Xcuber says, the GameCube version had a second quest. Yes, it's like a New Game Plus, but it wasn't really a hero mode. There were small differences, but it wasn't more challenging. Exactly. Oh, and this... Yay, we beat the boss. Boss clear. Yay. And this is the heart container. 4th heart, baby. We have 4 hearts now. Oh, we learned to use the Wind Waker here. Now, there will be a bunch of short jingles. Wait, what? What? Why is this? I'm lost. Oh, this is the yacht game. Is it any different from Great Sea? Interesting. Majora's Mask is fantastic. For a long time it was my favorite game, beating Wind Waker over a small amount, but over time I realized Wind Waker was much more impactful for me personally. Majora's Mask is amazing. It's one of the most unique Zelda games. And it's the closest we ever got to having Koji Kondo composing like something more melancholic and deep and emotional. Yeah, so this is minigame stuff. I believe this is from a gliding minigame that you have in like next to Dragon Roost Island, where you glide with the Korok leaf. I think that's what it is. Yeah, this is the failure. Sploosh. Yeah, but this is not the sploosh one. I know what you're talking about. Oh. Oh, this is the one that you use to make it day or night. Forest Haven. And this is also... We are in Forest Haven now. This is also based on Kokiri Forest. So the Outset Island track is based on Kokiri Forest, and this one is based on Kokiri Forest as well. Monster Hunter vibes. Yeah, I never noticed that, but that's true. Wow, that's so true. Check this out. Remember in Kokiri Forest? This is what they're doing here. Again. Very good. And Sig Enderman says, I never noticed this. A cool callback here, but in Outset Island, it's a bit unnecessary. Yeah, this is one of my pet peeves with Zelda soundtracks in general. I think there's too many reused tracks. And I said that in my tier list and some people got mad. But yes, I do think sometimes it's unnecessary. The amount of references and recycling of tracks, sometimes you just want to hear something new. Like, not every single appearance of a horse or of a stable in the series has to be at the sound of Epona's song, you know. Every single time you even see something resembling a horse in Zelda, you know you're gonna hear Epona's song. And this is inside Forest Haven. And the melodies of Kokiri Forest are still playing. I love the Twilight Princess soundtrack and the newer versions of like Zara's Domain and Death Mountain, but ultimately it's the same theme. I understand that's a valid complaint. Personally, I don't think it's as big of an issue in this game in particular because of the way it's done. Yeah, it's not a huge issue in this game, but it's there. It's a minor issue, for me at least. About recycling, sometimes it's pretty cool. I vividly remember that the last dungeon theme and Vaari theme from Minish Cap is just an evil version of the Hyrule Palace theme. Yeah, I'm not saying that recycling themes and reusing themes is bad. Like, every soundtrack needs to do that to have like a sense of unity and consistent throughout the soundtracks. Something very useful to do. What I'm saying is that I feel like sometimes Zelda does it too much. But yeah, definitely reusing themes and you know, leitmotifs is the concept of leitmotifs, of, you know, having melodies with meaning, and every time that meaning comes up, you use that melody again. That's great. Everybody does that, and it's a great thing to do. The original songs from Twilight Princess are absolutely goated, like Midna's Lament or Dark Hammer, but there's only a handful of those brand new songs. So let me tell you, Midna's theme, Midna's Lament theme, it's a variation of Midna's theme, and Midna's theme is a variation of Zelda's Lullaby. So, I mean, it sounds pretty unique because it's been like shifted and changed a bunch of times, but at the end of the day, it's still like a version of an existing song. And I'm lost. Where are we? 57. Oh, so we're here. I think this is the Deku Tree scolding Makar, or Deku Tree realizing that Makar is lost. You guys remember because he went to the part of the Forest Haven that you're not supposed to go. I think that's it, right? And everyone is worrying about him, and you have to rescue him. And Froggy says, okay, finished cooking my dinner. See you later, Davi. Have fun, y'all. Bye-bye, Froggy. Thank you for stopping by. Hyrule Castle is a backwards and adjusted version of Hyrule Castle. And the main theme of Skyward Sword is Zelda's Lullaby backwards as well. Makar, best boy. So now it's the actual dungeon theme. And Hollow Knight Stan says, I haven't played Wind Waker, but I have played Breath of the Wild and do plan on playing Tears of the Kingdom, Majora's Mask, and Tears of the Kingdom when it comes out. Yeah, Breath of the Wild is a good one to start. It's one of the best ones. And Teeny Dot says, I think he already did listen to the Undertale soundtrack on a live stream. I didn't. I didn't hear the whole thing. I'm waiting until I do at least the pacifist playthrough. On the gameplay channel, because I've done the neutral route. Now I'm gonna do the pacifist route in a bit. Once I finish that, I think I can listen to the whole soundtrack on the stream, because I don't want to spoil myself too much listening to the whole thing. This is another underappreciated track, I think. This one? Very subtle. And Dreaming says, sadly I must get ready for work. Hope everyone has a good day. Thank you, Dreaming. Have a good day of work. And thank you for stopping by. Oh, and this is mini boss. Right? Or the actual boss? And Lin Soul says, am I the only one who finds some Breath of the Wild songs kind of too subtle? They are too subtle, but I think that fits. It's appropriate for them to be too subtle. Okay, this is the actual boss. It's the plant, yeah, I remember. And Richard Cruz says, on your first run, how much were you grooving to the Metaton's last boss theme? Well, you can actually see that, because I streamed it. You can see that on the gameplay channel. Let me link it for you guys. And the next track after this is very good as well. Is when Makar plays for the Deku Tree. So here's the gameplay channel. You can watch me play Monster Hunter and Undertale there. And I'll actually stream tomorrow. I'm gonna stream Monster Hunter tomorrow. Oh, this is... I think this is... This is the Deku Tree scolding Makar. And then, in a bit... he's gonna start playing. And Mukrat asks, is Monster Hunter your favorite series? Just asking since you have so many videos about it. No, my favorite series is Zelda. This is very good. So good. Yeah, let's do it again. Wait. This is the wrong one. New Year's. I think it's this one. Yeah. Oh no. Is this it? Is the other one? Is this one? Is just very long. This one's very long because it's the cutscene when the Deku Tree is scolding Makar, and then he says a bunch of stuff, and then he starts playing. Yeah, it's in the middle of the track. Yes. I only got to play through Wind Waker once before my Wii broke. I don't remember half of these. Good, so you can refresh your memory. Zelda soundtracks are always a treat, says Lucas. Yes, that's true. Here. The Korok singing is the best. Woo! Let me turn on the lights. Where are we now? What was your guys' first Zelda game? Mine was Link's Awakening. I wasted so much time in Tall Heights. Mine was Link's Awakening as well. Man, it was so magical playing Zelda for the first time. And Link's Awakening was an amazing game. Zelda 2, wow. This is Makar. Hi Dovey, have you already played Breath of the Wild? Yes, I played it. It's very, very good. One of my favorite games of all time. Oh, and this, I remember this. This is, where is it? Cursed Ocean. This is... Ganon notices that you're collecting the pearls, and he kind of curses the ocean, and it's night every time. It's like eternal night. And he destroys the island that you're supposed to go to get the next pearl. That's crazy. A Link to the Past was my first and still my favorite. A Link to the Past was very good for its time. Yeah, and Jabun hides at Outset Island, and this creates like a big quest that you have to go on, because you have to steal bombs from the pirates in Windfall Island, remember? And then you have to take the bombs to Outset Island and break the wall. Yeah, this is a dark version of the Great Sea theme. So this is an interesting... Let me play this one again. This is an interesting thing to explain. You guys know in my videos when I talk about happy chords and sad chords, this is an interesting example of playing kind of the same song, but instead of using more happy and positive chords, you use more disturbing and sad chords. So it becomes the same song, it's recognizable, you can tell it's the same song, but it becomes darker and more evil. This is what they're doing here. It's the same melody, but transposed to accommodate the sad and disturbing chords that they're playing underneath. It's almost like changing the colors in a drawing. Imagine that you make a drawing, and just by changing the colors, by putting dark colors, you can make it feel a different way. It's the same here. You can just change the chords underneath and make some adjustments, and it's the same song, but now it feels evil. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, teeny dots. Would that be the same as switching from a major chord to a minor chord? Yes, that's what I'm talking about. And oh, this, I didn't notice this. They also put the Ganon theme in there. This is the Ganondorf theme that originated in, I think it originated in Ocarina of Time. They put it in there as well. This. So it's not exactly the same song, they're also blending the Ganon theme there. Yeah, man, it's very anxiety inducing to listen to this playing the game, because it never goes away. It's night and it's like storms with thunder and lightning all the time. Now it's Sacred Shrine. Oh, this is a track for like when you find like a hole or a cave. If you don't mind me asking, where are you from? I'm from Brazil. An English comedian named Bill Bailey has a hilarious bit on minor versus major keys. How anytime someone asks him to play Happy Birthday, he does it in the minor key. I gotta see that. I have mixed feelings about Skyward Sword. I love the fact that I can dominate at it now. It had some high points, but its low points were definitely something. I feel the same way. I think Skyward Sword, it's one of the less good Zeldas in my opinion. Like, every Zelda game is a masterpiece. Zelda is one of those franchises that they just keep putting out bangers, like masterpieces every time. That being said, like, there's differences between them, and some are better than others. So Skyward Sword is definitely an amazing game, but Skyward Sword reached a peak, an all-time high when it comes to restrictiveness and like scripted gameplay and hand holding. That game's so restrictive, and I think that's like an anti-Zelda kind of thing. It's a good thing that they stepped away from that after Skyward Sword. And Christoph Jacobs here. Hey Christoph, how are you doing, man? Skyward Sword is my second favorite. My main complaint is that it's just way too long and feels draggy. Oh yeah, this is Jabun's theme. Whoa! It's so funny. The opera singer samples. Yeah, Jabun has a personal singer there in the cave with him. Oh, this is the Tower of the Gods. This is very good. This game does musical storytelling very good, very well. That you could clearly see like Link getting thrown into the wall of the Tower of the Gods and falling down. And this is inside the Tower of the Gods. We're almost halfway through. And Christoph says, my two favorite pieces from Wind Waker are Outset Island and Dragon Roost. I wouldn't say which one I prefer, but they are certainly my highlights. They're very good. Those were two of the ones that we actually played twice here. How the opera singer sings is how I sound when I step on a Lego. So once again, the dungeon themes are they leave a lot of room for you to focus. They're not very intrusive. Hollow Knight Stan says, I hope Breath of the Wild 2 will have a blend of traditional and Breath of the Wild 1. I would be okay with that, but I would also be okay with just more Breath of the Wild 1. I think Breath of the Wild 1 was an amazing revitalization of Zelda. I would be okay with just more Breath of the Wild 1. And then the Red Devil says, Hiya Davi, I never had a chance to play this game. One of the only Zelda games I've never played. Hopefully one day they will re-release this game. Hope you're well. I am well, Dan, thank you. Yeah, this is my favorite game of all time. I think it's worth getting a GameCube or a Wii or a Wii U to play this. What is this? Is this the boss theme? Oh no, this is the boss appearing. Now it's the boss theme, I think. Yeah, this is the boss theme. And this is the guy with the two hands and you have to shoot the hands. The GameCube version has really not aged well though, IMO. I would say definitely pick the remake. I'm fine with the GameCube version. It definitely has less quality of life stuff, but graphically, I like the GameCube version more than the remake. I think they kind of butchered. They kind of butchered the graphics on the remaster. Yeah, I like the GameCube version better graphically, but it has less improvements in the gameplay. Like doing the seriously one of the hardest things I've ever done in gaming was complete Wind Waker on the GameCube 100% because of the pictures of the figurine quest. And Mookrat says, are you more of an orchestral video game composer? Am I more of an orchestral game composer? No, I don't think so. Maybe? Yeah, I think most games that I've composed for have had orchestras. But I can do a lot of stuff other than that. And Vaporsmith says you actually did it 100%. That's so giga, Chad. Yes. Like, if you know this game, you know how difficult that is. I have the save file with all of the figurines. So let me explain to you guys what that means. So now we're going to Hyrule. And this is Hyrule frozen in time under the sea. Let me explain what finishing Wind Waker 100% means. So aside from the usual Zelda stuff, get all the items, get all the bottles, get all the heart pieces, aside from that, you also have to take a picture. There's an in-game camera. You press the camera button and it goes into first person mode. Main theme. Wow, sounds kind of disturbing and sad, which makes sense. Wow, yeah, so you get a camera in the game. This is very disturbing. We're in Hyrule. You get a camera in the game, and there's a hidden guy. There's a hidden guy, a secret guy in Forest Haven. If you take a picture of an enemy or of a boss or of an NPC and take to this guy, the guy looks at the picture and he produces a figurine of that character. And he puts it in his exposition there. He puts in the gallery. So, to finish the game 100%, you have to take a picture of every NPC in the game, every enemy in the game, every boss in the game. And it's very hard. A nightmare. Figurine collecting was a nightmare, yes. Because of the limitations of the GameCube, you could only hold, I think it was like something like 3 pictures or 5 pictures. Even getting to the guy is a pain, yes. And the game does not tell you when the picture that you took is good. So this happened to me once when I was trying to finish the game 100%. Yeah, it's 3 pictures, right? Oh, and Master Sword. Yes, Master Sword. Oh, and now it's Hyrule Castle. Oh yeah, this is the melody of Hyrule Castle from A Link to the Past. This is a great track. And the thing with the pictures, the game does not tell you when the picture that you took is good. So, this happened to me once. You have to take pictures of everything, including bosses. But you get to a boss. You take 3 pictures of the boss. The camera can only hold 3 pictures. You take 3 pictures of the boss that you think are good. You take it to the guy, and the guy says, no, this picture's not good. You show the second picture. The guy says, no, this picture's not good. I can't make a figurine out of this. You show the third picture, and the guy says, this picture's not good. So now you defeated the boss. The boss is never going to show up in the game again. So what do you have to do then? You can't get the figurine. You have to restart the game from scratch. That happened to me once. Wow. This is much more. This is lower. Is lower than the A Link to the Past version. Wow, Davi, you really must. It really must be your favorite game of all time to have the power. To have to power through all of that. It sounds like a nightmare. Yeah, in the Wii U version they fixed that, and if I remember correctly, the game tells you when the picture is good. So if you take a picture and the picture is bad, you see it right away, and you just discard the picture and take another one. But in the GameCube they didn't tell you. And this is Phantom Ganon. So this is the second time you go into the Forsaken Fortress. So now you're gonna rescue Aryll, finally. Yeah, the tennis boss. Yeah, and there's also 10 slots for pictures, yes. You have to play tennis with Phantom Ganon. Yeah, very disturbing. And you can see. Remember when I was talking about Toru Minegishi? The composer, the lead composer for this. This is a guy that likes synths and weird electronic sounds a lot. And you can see that with his work, his recent work with Splatoon. You can see that kind of stuff being introduced into Zelda around this time. The music from this game really does a good job at matching the art style of the game. True. Richard Cruz says, I don't know what's the hardest thing I've ever done in a game, but I know the most frustrating, a stupid side quest in Okami where you push a beehive up a hill. That sounds hilarious. Okay, so this is Aryll. So we're rescuing Aryll now. And Christoph Jacob says, Toru Minagishi! Christoph loves Splatoon music, right? This is Toru Minagishi, Christoph. This is a very young Toru Minagishi. He was starting to take over from Koji Kondo. You can see his love for synths and weird electronic sounds in this. And again, variations of Zelda's Lullaby. And I think this is when the bird sees you. Yes, weird electronic sounds. You can see that even more in Twilight Princess. Twilight Princess is Toru Minagishi as well, and there's a lot of weird electronic sounds in the Twilight realm in Twilight Princess. Koji Kondo didn't used to do that. Koji Kondo was more of a orchestral guy. And this is the bird. The big burb, yes. Now you're gonna fight him. Where are we? I'm kinda lost. We're 125. Okay. Oh, rising water level, yes. Oh, okay, so we're here. The water level is rising, and we're trying to go to the top, yes. Fighting the Helmarok King is probably one of the most satisfying boss fights in Zelda. And it's so difficult to take a picture of him. Because he's so big. So he never fills up the entire frame. So you're always wondering, is this picture gonna be good? So now you're gonna fight him. Right? Yeah, now we're gonna fight him. Hammer time, yes. You're gonna hammer the bird in the head. Top 3 hardest pictures to get. It's gonna be, I don't remember specifically, but it's definitely all bosses. It's gonna be the bosses. Cause the characters is just a matter of like, it's tedious, but it's just a matter of finding them and getting there and taking a picture. The bosses, you have to take a picture while they're trying to kill you, and if you don't take the pictures right, you miss the opportunity and you have to restart the game. So the hardest ones are definitely bosses. You have to do this with a guide, because there are characters that for some reason or another, because of the story, if you don't take pictures of them at a certain time, they don't ever show up, like NPCs. So you'll have to pay attention to the guide. The guide sometimes will say, you have to take a picture of this character now, because if you don't, he's gonna be gone forever. I thought you could buy the boss pictures, because you might have missed them. You can do stuff like this in the Wii U. In the Wii U version. On the GameCube version, you can buy some pictures, but it's just pictures of stuff that you can't take pictures of in the first place. Like for example, Jabun, the whale. You never see him in game while you have control of Link, so you cannot take a picture of him. So that one you can buy. What's the point of taking pictures? Is it solely for the 100%? Yes, it's just to 100%. You give the pictures to a guy and the guy makes a figurine and he puts the figurine in a gallery. That's all. So now we're gonna confront Ganondorf. Link and Tetra. This is a great cutscene, by the way. Davi, have you by any chance started playing Hollow Knight yet? Or are you still working on Monster Hunter? Tomorrow is the last Monster Hunter stream. Let me show you something. Tomorrow's the last Monster Hunter stream. And then check this out. Check what I bought. I bought Hollow Knight. So, like I said, tomorrow is the last Monster Hunter stream. After that, I'm gonna play Hollow Knight. And this is Ganon's theme, right? What is going on? I remember, I think Valoo rescues you here. How come you have the title screen of Breath of the Wild written in Japanese? It's because my Switch is in Japanese. Where are we? 1 hour and 30. Okay, so we're still on the cutscene. Hollow Knight is such a fantastic game, but I didn't actually like the first few hours of the game. But as soon as I reached City of Tears, yeah, I'm excited to play live on stream. And Rocky says, this has been great, but I gotta run. Keep up your amazing work, Davi, and have a fun stream, everyone. Thank you, Rocky. Thank you for showing up. This is Zelda's Lullaby. I think this is when Ganondorf realizes that Tetra is Zelda. Yeah, Tetra. Is this what it is? Because Zelda's Lullaby played right there. Then I assume you get rescued, right? Whoa. Yeah, Valoo saves you. Do you speak Japanese? I'm learning. I'm learning Japanese. And Richard says, Tetra is such a great version of Zelda. I agree. I think it's the best Zelda. It's very disappointing though that she becomes boring Zelda halfway through the game. They shouldn't have changed her. Maybe give her a crown or something, but keep her like as Tetra. That would have been better. Yeah, at least she goes back afterwards. Oh, and the Hyrule King appears? I don't remember what happens here. I remember the King of Hyrule. Yeah, I remember that. The King of Red Lions reveals himself as the King of Hyrule. Yeah, I remember that. And you are at the Master Sword Chamber. But I don't remember what you're doing there. Tetra becomes Zelda? Tetra is with you at this moment, right? Oh, yeah, she is. Because the next track is Zelda's Awakening. Yes, she is with you. Yeah, they make her lose all agency once she's revealed as Princess Zelda. Yes, she just becomes a non-character. She does nothing. Zelda's Awakening. Oh. And this is from A Link to the Past. Oh, I didn't remember this. Very good. And Zelda's Lullaby. Now that it has been revealed that Tetra is Zelda, never gets old. Maxwell says, "Hey man." Hey Maxwell. Do you have a schedule for your gaming streams? No, but they are usually either Friday or Saturday in the afternoon. Oh, Ballad of Gales. This is a very good one because it lets you change the wind. Oh, another classic. This is the same as the file select theme. Maxwell says, "I just found your content and I love it." Cool, thank you, Maxwell. Thank you for stopping by. Oh, Ballad of Gales, it's fast travel. It's not changing the wind. It's actually the song that summons the... What's this called? I forgot. The hurricane. Yeah. Yeah, the tornado, yes. I forgot the word for a second. Oh, I remember this. The Fairy Queen. Do you guys remember this? This was a... Was this... I think this was a side quest. The Fairy Queen's like a little kid. You know what? Someone asked me what was the most difficult picture to take. That's one of them. The hurricane guy. The fat red frog guy. That one is hard. Oh, fire and ice arrow. So I guess she's not... It's not a side quest. It's mandatory. And I guess this is a generic dungeon. When you get into like a random cave or a hole or something like that. And George says, good to finally see you live. Hope you are doing good. I am. We're having fun here. Remembering the Wind Waker soundtrack. Yeah, it's creepy. This theme is creepy. Very minimalistic. Makes me want to take a nap. Minimalistic, your favorite kind to compose. Have you been reading my tweets? Earth God's lyric? Oh. Now the Sage melody. The Sage melodies are very cool. Oh, it's the melody from the beginning. I don't remember this. Didn't remember this. Yeah, she's a Zora. Bye guys, I have to go. Nice idea, Davia. Will come often if you continue these streams. Thank you, Buzz Lamausch. Thank you for stopping by. Bye-bye. Oh, wow. I didn't remember that this played here. Ivory Madness says, bye, I have to go soon too. Bye-bye, Ivory Madness. If you combine both the Sage themes, you get the title screen. That's true. That's true. Now, it's Medley's Awakening. Right? Title screen. So good. And Link is conducting, right? Such a beautiful song, yes. Oh wow, this is a reference to Dragon Roost. Wow. What is happening here? Some kind of dialogue, I think, because it's so short. Yeah, so this medley is awakening. This is medley. Medley is awakening. She remembers this melody even though she never learned it. It's very cool because the sage is kind of communicating with her. This is the Earth Temple. So now you have to take Medley with you through the dungeon. That was a cool mechanic for dungeons. Yeah, Earth Temple and Wind Temple are so good. They're very unique dungeons because you have to take the characters with you. And Certain Oddities says, I like Phantom Hourglass. I like Phantom Hourglass as well. And Amethyst says, I hate this place. Yeah, it is creepy. It is creepy. And Julo says, I've been wondering, will you listen to the Hollow Knight Gods and Nightmares OST? It's a bonus album that contains all the soundtracks added in the updates. Yes, I could do that. That would be fun. I didn't do it when I listened to the whole soundtrack because I was very tired that day. If you watch that stream, you will see that I was like, I was out. And Grey Fox says, yo, Grey Fox. I wish this game let us explore the underwater Hyrule. That was the plan, but they couldn't do it. This game has a lot of cut content. This game is technically unfinished. There's so much that did not make into the game. And Almond said, whoa, Zelda stream lovely. Yeah. Oh, Jalhala. It's the boss. This boss, is it the fat ghost guy? Oh, it is, right? It's the fat. Yeah, it's the big fat po boy. Yes. And Almonds asks, how much has been covered so far? Well, we are in the Earth Temple. So we're over, I think we're like 3/4 of the way there. I think. We're in the Earth Temple. Yeah, you have to pick up the fat guy and throw him. Yeah, his soundtrack is so goofy. A lot of the boss tracks in this game are not very threatening, they're more like cartoony. Yes! Medley's Prayer. This is beautiful. Oh! This is Medley playing together with the sage. Very good. So now we're going to the Wind Temple, but first we need to awaken Makar. Yeah, it's Fado or Fado, the sage. You have to go meet the sage, and then you have to awaken Makar. Kokiri boy. Wake up, Makar, it's time to do the thing. How do the Zoras become birds when the whole world is ocean? That's a good question. This is Makar awakening. And this is the second half of the title screen theme. Fado looks just like Link if Link had Brock eyes. True. Makar is learning the melody. Oh, this is already Wind Temple. We're already in the Wind Temple. And in this one, I think this is the hardest temple in the game. There's that big tube, the big hole that you have to go down in it, and there's air coming out of it. And you have to take Makar along. I remember this music. My least favorite temple. It's the most difficult, but I don't dislike it. This temple is the reason I learned how to use the internet for guides. It's uneasy but cute because Makar is just so freaking adorable. There's very few instruments. It's something I appreciate very much, composers that know how to compose simple music. Oh yeah, I love the sound Makar makes when he walks. It's like a little maraca, that's true. That's true, I remember that. And now it's time for Mogera. What is... What is Mogera? I don't remember. Oh, it's the sandworm. Okay, now I remember. Now I remember. As soon as you said sandworm, I remembered. Whoa. Oh, this was Mogera appearing. Now is the actual... Oh, wow. See what I mean? This is very minimalistic. It's not super threatening. It's very interesting because most of the time people expect like these huge songs, like loud and exciting songs for bosses. It's very cool that they made it very minimalistic. Maxwell says, I'ma head out and watch your Undertale streams. Bye bye, Maxwell. This song is good, but it doesn't sound like a boss theme to me. It does sound good to me. I think it fits the atmosphere of the game. This is a more cartoony kind of game. How did you get into composition? I have a background in music, but I decided to become a speech therapist. I love music and writing, but I have no idea where or how I would even get into it. Well, I was already a musician, a professional musician before I became a composer. So I used to be in a band and I used to be a music producer. Then I decided to become a music composer for games, and then I started, creating relationships and networking with game developers and showing my music around. I made a website, and I worked for free once for I met a small group of developers that were starting out just like me. I worked for free for them on a small game, and that gave me like something to show, something to put in my resume. And from then I started to look for paid gigs. Oh, Makar's prayer. Oh. Makar playing along with the sage. So good. I would feel too upset to give my songs away, even if I was getting paid. Yeah, most of the time you have to give your songs away. Most developers want to have the rights to the music. I remember this. Oh wow, I remember this, but I can't visualize where this plays. And Vladislav says, hey Davi, hey Vladislav, how are you doing, man? Do you compose your gaming tracks at home on a computer? Yes, I do. M Ascension said, I had to do the same with 3D modeling. Did some work for free, and that led to paid work. Yeah, it's a good way to do it. It's risky because when you're starting out, it's difficult to find people that are serious, that are as serious as you when you're starting out. So I was lucky. I found a good group of people that were serious and wanted to make a good game. And they didn't have money to pay me because they were starting out just like me. And I was lucky that they were actually serious and the game actually was made, and I could show something to people from then on. I could say I actually did this. I actually made music for this game. I know what I'm doing. I've done it before, and that helps a lot in convincing people to pay you. So this is Ganon's castle. And this is down in Hyrule, right? You go under the water in Hyrule. You break the barrier with the Master Sword, right? And then you go into Ganon's castle. Sparkling Sprite says, bye everyone, bye Sparkling Sprite. Sounds like Twilight Princess. Yes, this is a very recurring theme. It's Ganon's theme. Oh, so now it's the boss rematches, I guess. You fight the bosses again. And the music is all distorted. This is what I was talking about Toru Minegishi, the composer. He loves like weird electronic sounds. It's this kind of stuff that he likes to do. And Vladislav says, last year was wild. Went from jobless to getting a job where people really like me. And I love my job too. Cool, that's very cool, man. Cool, congrats, Vladislav. That's awesome. I don't remember. Do these count as different bosses if you take a picture of them for the statues? No, they're not different. They count as the same. So this is good because if you miss the boss the first time, you can take a picture of them here. That's very good. So you actually have 2 chances to take a picture of these bosses. So this is still Gama. Oh, is that right? Mukrat says you only get certain items for the fight. Picto Box isn't one of them. So the camera isn't available here. Oh, I didn't remember this. Oh, that's interesting. So you actually only get 1 shot. Oh, that's interesting. I could swear I remembered taking a picture of one of these guys in this second time, but I could be wrong. And Hollow Knight says, do you have a favorite video game soundtrack? My favorite video game soundtrack is Bravely Default. So now it's Kale Demos. This is the boss from Forest Haven. And it's all distorted. And it's crazy. Maybe it's whatever items you had when you fought them. Yeah, because I can almost swear I remember taking a picture of one of these guys. But it's cool in these boss fights that the whole game becomes black and white, except for you. So you're still all green and vibrant with the vibrant greens, and the whole game is black and white. It's a very interesting contrast. Yeah, the game limits you to whatever items you were expected to have when you fought them the first time. Bravely Default was a cool game. One of my favorite boss themes is fighting to the end. Yeah, Bravely Default is such an influential soundtrack for me. It's the most important soundtrack of my life. It motivated me to become a music composer for games. And this is Jalhalla. This is the ghost guy, the fat ghost guy. It feels... It's cool that these songs, they are distorted in a way that it kind of feels like a dream, like a nightmare. And it's actually what these bosses are. They're kind of illusions being created in Ganon's castle. Have you ever played Cadence of Hyrule? They did a lot of cool Zelda music remixes. No, I've heard about that, but I've never played it. And M Ascension says, yeah, like I said earlier, Bravely Default 2 map theme is one of the best I've ever heard. It's really cool. It's really cool. Bravely Default 2 soundtrack is excellent. It's as good as the first one. Have you ever heard Earthbound soundtrack? Yes, I've heard. I've never played it. I've never played Earthbound, but I've heard the soundtrack. Don't want to be that guy, but Persona music is also incredible. I've heard some of it, and it is incredible. So now... Oh, this is Mogera. So, this one is easier to compare because we just heard it. The original theme had like flutes and strings and stuff like that. This is just weird electronic noises. Davi would surely be amazing at Cadence of Hyrule since he's a musician. It's like a rhythm game, right? I gotta check out that game. Oh, and we're almost done. We're almost done with the soundtrack. After that... I don't remember what is Illusionary Room. I don't remember what that is, but then we get to Ganon. And Bukyon Kim says, first time participating in a live stream. I like your descriptions of the soundtracks that I know. Cool. Welcome. Welcome, Bukyon. Puppet Ganon is hard. That's true. Puppet Ganon is very hard. I mean, not very hard, but it's the most difficult boss. Oh, Illusionary Room is the room where you fight Puppet Ganon. Oh, maybe I'll remember when it plays. Yeah, it's Mogari's ending, so now it's Illusionary Room. What is this? I don't remember this. And I don't remember if it's Puppet Ganon or if it's the actual Ganondorf battle. I don't remember which one it is, but there's a very good boss theme there at the end. Oh, Phantom Ganon Room's Maze. It's pretty short. Oh, okay, Phantom Ganon Room. I think you get the light arrows here. Oh, you have to follow the source, I remember. So... now it's Puppet Ganon first half. Let me see if this is the one that if this is the thing that I'm remembering. Oh. There's a cutscene. Oh. I think he has Zelda. Am I crazy? Am I inventing this? I think he has Zelda. Does he has Zelda by his side sleeping and he's like by her side all creepy? Am I crazy? Am I remembering it wrong? Oh. Yes, he's watching her sleep, yeah. I knew I wasn't remembering it wrong. It sounds so creepy that I thought, no, there's no way they did that. There's no way they made him watch her sleep. But yeah, they did. What a creep. What a weirdo. The guy's watching this girl sleep. So now it's the fight. Ganon is a certified creep. He can see her dreams. So the first mode is the puppet mode. And again, this is very... This is not the thing that I remember, so it must be Ganon's battle. This is still very tame, it's not super threatening, so they're probably gonna build up. The spider is the worst. I remember the snake taking forever. Because you have to hit the tail of the snake, right? What is it now? Oh, now they fake you out, right? Yeah, you didn't beat it. They make you think that you beat it. They even play the song, but it's actually... now it transforms into spider mode, I think. Yeah, fake out. Okay, so you can see they're building up. This is more... this is more threatening than before. It's gonna keep building up until the Ganondorf battle. And the Ganondorf battle theme is very good. Yeah, this is the spider. And Vladislav says, I haven't played the game, but the music really sells the story. That's true. This game does this very well. Like, you can see, if you've played the game, you can see the entire game listening to this. And now it's snake mode. See, it's getting more and more threatening. And Bukiwon says, I thought illusionary room was when I climbed this after the fight. But after checking, the OST was absolute silence. Yes, when you defeat these guys, it's absolute silence while you're climbing. Snake, yes, snake. And even here, when the soundtrack is a lot more threatening and disturbing, there's still a lot of cartooniness in it. And Nudie says, never played the Zelda games. Really want to at some point. Nevertheless, love your content and have an incredible day. Thank you, Nudie. Thank you for stopping by. So now is Puppet Ganon's second half? Okay, there's probably some dialogue going on here. Yeah, that's all it is. And now, whoa. So now I think we're at the top, right? Oh, I remember that. He beats Link to a pulp. I remember this. We're at the top and Link has been spanked. Oh! And the King of Hyrule shows up. I remember this. Yes, I remember this. King of Hyrule is such a troll. He touches the Triforce before Ganondorf can make his wish. That's so funny. That's so funny. This one. This is a fantastic theme. And this theme was in the 25th anniversary of Zelda concert. This sounds very good with the real orchestra. And this is, from what I remember, this is a pretty easy fight, right? Puppet Ganon is much harder than this. It was, they did a whole Wind Waker medley. It was so good, yes. The piano, the low piano. And this is Ganon's melody, right? And the choirs come in. Oh, it's building up. So good. I kind of feel bad for Ganondorf if you know the lore. Farewell, Hyrule King. So now Hyrule is getting flooded again. And the king is gonna stay behind, right? That's why it's a sad piano version of Hyrule Castle. Have you ever listened to the Dark Hyrule Castle theme from Minish Cap? Yes, I'm sure I have because I played that game and I love that game, but I don't remember that theme. Yeah, the king is gonna stay behind. Oh, it sounds just like this, just with a violin rather than a piano. It sounds much more sinister. So good. Very sad. Oh, and after this is the ending. And the ending and the staff credits are very good, I remember. This song always manages to give me the chills, especially in this context, right? So now, the ending. Oh, the pirates rescue you. I was expecting something super epic, but yeah, I remember now, the pirates come in and rescue you. Oh. Very good. This is Aryll's theme, your sister, because you see her again, which is a variation of Zelda's Lullaby. Oh. Aryll's theme over the pirate's theme at the same time is very good. Yeah, Aryll is with them. Staff credits now. And Amethyst says, "How do you your name?" I assume you're asking how do you say my name? It's Davi. Oh, title screen. I love the staff credits. It's so emotional. I remember that after this, they're gonna play the Aryll theme again over the title screen theme, Yeah, all the people in bubbles floating. That's true. And Maxwell says, this job seems like fun. What job? I don't... it's not my job. I make some money out of it, but I don't do it. It's not my full-time job. The orchestra is coming in. But yeah, it is fun. You're right. It is fun. The orchestra is building up. This is still a good way to have fun, that's true. And how many years would you say it takes to get experienced in piano? If you study hard, 2 years is fine. This is the Great Sea. This is a reference to the Great Sea, which in itself is a reference to the main Zelda melody. Is that bagpipe? Yes, it sounds like it. Little bits of Outset Island in there. Yes. Even if... and AGF Jerfer. Thank you for the support, AGF. Even if this isn't your job, I hope you keep making content. I found your channel a week ago and I've been watching your videos a ton. I can't wait for the next stream. Thank you. Yeah, I have no plans to stop. Thank you for the support. And Brandon says, "Gah, how did I not get this notification?" Yeah. We're about to end. We're right at the end of the stream. And this is Zelda's Lullaby. This is gonna transform into Aryll's theme. Wait for it. Is it not coming? Maybe it came already and I didn't notice. Oh, it's here! This is your sister's theme on top of the title screen theme. So good. Man, listening to this after beating the game, it's so emotional. Oh wow. It's raining a lot here. You guys might hear the rain. So beautiful. And Crystal says, I remember being like 9 years old and playing this game for the first time at a store. Playing through parts of the first dungeon was nothing short of magic for me. It's a magic game. Your content is very nice. It's good to find a small streamer who you can chat with while they do stuff. Yeah, usually it's not that easy to... Very good. Usually it's not that easy to chat with me during the stream. This stream is smaller because it's Zelda. Zelda is not as popular in the channel. Can you guys hear the rain? Can you guys hear the rain? I might. It's a good thing that the soundtrack is almost over because it's raining a lot here. It's summer here in Brazil and the rains get really crazy. Oh, and this is the epilogue. This is... Is that you going back to Outset Island? I don't remember. This is the same theme. Yeah, that's true. It's the same theme as when you leave Outset Island for the first time. That's true. And this is Aryll's theme again. Oh, and sorry, Brandon. Brandon sent me a super chat. Thank you, Brandon. I was late to the party, but I enjoyed the content nonetheless. Thank you. Thank you, Brandon. Shout out to Grandma. And Maxwell says, I'm super excited for the next stream. I will stream again tomorrow, but it will be on the gameplay channel. So I'm gonna put a link here to the gameplay channel. Guys, subscribe to the gameplay channel if you want to show up to tomorrow's stream, because I'm gonna finish Monster Hunter. Yeah, it's the link. It's right there. I just sent the link. Subscribe there because I'm gonna stream tomorrow. And as I told you before, I'm gonna finish Monster Hunter tomorrow, and then it will be time for this. And this says game demo. I don't know, I never played the demo of this game. This might be the first time I'm hearing this. Maybe by demo they mean this is like the title screen little cutscene that plays, like a little trailer for the game, because I think I recognize this. Yeah, it's the gameplay reel. That's what it is. Oh, so good. That's exactly what it is. It's the gameplay reel. So is it Hollow Knight in the same stream, or is it going to be the one after? It's going to be the one after. Tomorrow I have to finish Monster Hunter. So good. The main Zelda theme there mixed in with the Great Sea theme. Oh. Is it on one of the demo video discs or something? No, this is the... When you leave the title screen idle for too long, it goes into this. It's like a trailer for the game. It's like a gameplay reel. Wow, so this is it. Yeah, this is it. Whoa, that was awesome. Wow. Last time I played this game was in 2019. I have to play this game again. It's been a long time. I used to play this game every year for a while. So, guys, this is it. Such a good soundtrack, right? What was my first Zelda game? It was Link's Awakening. It was the Link's Awakening DX, the one with color on Game Boy Color. So guys, this will be it. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. This was very fun. This is my favorite game of all time, so it means a lot to me. Thank you for celebrating 20 years of this game with me. I appreciate it. I appreciate all the super chats and all the messages. And oh, I'm sorry, Richard, I missed your super chat. Let me read it now. Thanks so much for the stream. Really made a dull day at work a lot better. Thank you. Thank you so much, Richard. And guys, Richard, I hope you didn't leave before I could read your super chat. But yeah, if you're still here, thank you. I just missed it when you sent it. But yeah, guys, it's time for you to say bye to me in the chat, so I can say bye right back to you. Oh, Richard is still here. Cool. Thank you, Richard. So yeah, bye bye Mukrat, bye bye Maxwell, bye bye Sogawa, bye bye Richard, Brandon, Hollow Knight Stan, RC, Speedy, In Night, Shark and 8 Doe, Bukuwon Kim, Jack Strong, AJF, Rubens, and Dirk, Chocotrack, Vladislav, Germ, Diego of Kai. Hey Diego, I didn't notice you were here. Certain Oddities, Jason. Bye bye guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you all. Thank you. Thank you very much for hanging out with me today. And you guys better show up for the stream tomorrow on the gameplay channel. Let me put it here again. Subscribe to the gameplay channel so you can watch the stream tomorrow. Bye bye Lisa. Bye bye guys. Thank you. Thank you very much.